Hello folks and welcome. Today I want to have a bit of fun and share with you my 5 favorite art supplies for 2023 that I just can't do without every day. To give you a bit of context, I'm a full-time professional colored pencil artist and I've been drawing and teaching with colored pencils for well over 30 years. I've used a lot of different tools and media in my practice and I love sharing what I've learned over the years with other art enthusiasts. This list is just a few of my fave supplies and all are budget friendly. But before the fave list, I want to quickly look at what you might think should be on the list, but are not. Of course, that would be professional brand colored pencils, papers, erasers, and sharpeners. These are my main drawing items that I use every day, and I'm going to do a follow-up video talking about them in more detail in an upcoming visit to my studio. I use 4 different brands of colored pencils: Polychromos, Luminance, Pablo, and Prismacolor. I do use other pencils, but I don't consider them to be my main pencils. These pencils are remarkable, and I wouldn't be a colored pencil artist without them. Their color is rich, laid down is always silky smooth, blending and layering in transparent layers is wonderful. Other items I use every day are papers, erasers, and sharpeners with replacement blades. Now that those are out of the way, let's get going on my 5 favorite items for 2023. First on the list is a drafting pencil with various leads. What is it? A pencil used by drafting professionals. They take a regular size lead that comes in a full range of degrees. It is unique in that it can be sharpened unlike any other pencil able to get to a very sharp needle point end. The special pencil sharpeners you can get for them are at the heart of this precise fine point. I use it for precise and controlled sketching, adding fine line details and edging, and if I'm doing a graphite drawing, it allows for large laydown of graphite. You can get a full range of high quality lead grades, and the ones that I keep in hand are the 4H, 2H, HB, 2B, and the 4B. So what do I use these for? The softer leads I use for initial sketching and thumbnails, usually a 4B. The harder leads, HB and 2H, are used for precision edging of my work. I'm a hyper-realist artist. My work requires exact precision and fine details. As you all know, even with the best colored pencils, getting a fine, tiny line or crisp edges can be really hard. Even a regular graphite pencil can't get these needle-sharp points. When I use a drafting pencil to crisp my lines, I need a line so thin that it's not even discernible to the human eye. It's so fine that it blends in with the edge of the colored pencil laid down and just disappears like magic. I use them very lightly. I'll often blend the graphite into the colored pencil as well, making sure that there's no outline edge. And I always use them at the very end of my drawing so that the graphite and the colored pencil don't muddy together. When used correctly, it's an amazing addition to my tools. I absolutely love them. Up next is a dusting brush or a drafting brush. Dusting brushes are essential for removing eraser debris, pencil shavings, and excess pigment from our colored pencil artwork. You might be using one already. It's a soft, flexible, bristled, non-dense brush that gently sweeps away unwanted particles without damaging the paper or the colored pencil layers. It's specially made for drawing, particularly with graphite. What makes them invaluable is that they're made with an extra long artificial or natural bristle that is semi-dense, extremely flexible, and with a wide open spacing between the thickness of the bristles. They are not a painting brush, but specifically made for dusting. Why is this important? The long bristles and open construction make it ideal for picking up and brushing away eraser dust, color pencil chips, and sharpener dust if it gets on your work. This open long bristle construction does not pull across the colored pencil work and create smearing of colors or graphite. I have several of them, and they're usually found in the drafting section of most art stores. It's important to note that not all brushes out there should or can be used for dusting or cleaning with your colored pencil work. Dense, fine, unflexible, semi-short brushes can pick up and hold even the laydown of colored pencil and graphite and pull it across your drawing. I've heard many a story of students asking me why the brushes they purchase keep smearing their work, and most of the time it's because of the brush construction. This is an inexpensive item that for me is an absolute must-have in the studio. Number 3, and my next favorite item, is pencil extenders. Artist pencil extenders are definitely one of my favorite indispensable tools. This tool is designed to prolong the life of short or stubby pencils by providing a secure grip and extending the usable length of the pencil. Okay, I admit I have a lot of pencil extenders, but my pencils are valuable and I want to get every millimeter out of them. They're typically constructed from metal with plastic or wood, and they're great as they offer a comfortable and ergonomic handle that ensures artists can continue using even the smallest pencil remnants with precision and control. One of the key advantages of pencil extenders lies in their ability to minimize waste. We spend a lot of money on these pencils, and it just makes sense that using an extender is the best way to remedy the problem of not getting every inch from them. By using extenders, artists can maximize the usage of expensive art materials, making their creative endeavors more sustainable. In essence, these simple yet effective tools exemplify how thoughtful design can enhance the practicality and sustainability of traditional art mediums. The fourth item that I have on the list is spray finishing in high gloss. To protect colored pencil artworks, provide a professional finish, and enhance the longevity, applying a spray finish solution is crucial for me, and I highly recommend it to my students. A high gloss spray finishing product is particularly effective in achieving a glossy and vibrant finish and appearance, and I find is the best at enhancing colors of the pencils. Two of my favorite varnishes are golden and Krylon. Spray finishing acts as a sealant, protecting the colored pencil layers from smudges, dust, and moisture. It also acts as a UV protector because both of these have UV archival varnishes in them. When applying the spray, it's important to follow the manufacturer's instructions to ensure an even and consistent coat across the entire artwork. Spraying a layer of varnish also takes away the bloom created by Prismacolor pencils. It's important to note that you need to use a solvent-based spray and use it in a well-ventilated area. A high-gloss spray finish serves as a protective layer for your colored pencil artwork, preserving its vibrancy and longevity. You'll only need 1 or 2 coats to get the benefits you need from the varnish if you're going to be putting your image behind glass. And number 5 on the list is white ink and a good paintbrush. As all colored pencil artists know, creating a sharp, bright white that looks like it belongs on the drawing is a challenge to find. I've tried a lot of whites, from pencils to markers to various paints, oil, acrylic, and gouache. And I finally found the one item that has not failed me, and that is white ink used with a good paintbrush. I use 2 different brands, Winsor & Newton Polar White and Doc PH Martin's White Ink. They're invaluable to me. The issue with anything that is liquid put on colored pencils is they will often chip off when you try to draw on top of it after it's applied and dried. I've had nothing but luck with these inks. They stick to the pencil, they're super white, they can be diluted with water if they're too thick, and bonus, an absolute top quality of these materials is that you can add a tint using watercolor paint or other ink colors to slightly tint the white if you think you need to tone it down, or match them to the reflection of the highlight color from your subject. It's absolutely fantastic. To use them, I work with a fine tip paintbrush of a size 1:000. I like to work with a paintbrush that has the ability to create a super fine line, and my favorite brushes are Winsor & Newton Fine Sable Hair. When working with this ink, I always place a small amount on a plate or in a container, and because it doesn't dry too fast, I can dab small amounts on a surface and work with it slowly. White ink works particularly well on dark colored surfaces as it provides bright opaque contrast. As well, it allows you to add emphasis to specific areas, create reflections, or enhance texture. It's a fantastic addition to my colored pencil list of my favorite things in my studio. So there you have it, my 5 favorite art supplies for 2023. I love each of them, and if you try any of these, remember, some might take a bit of practice to get used to. I'll add some information on where you can get these items in the description box below. Consider subscribing, liking, or writing a comment to let me know if you have a favorite art material. I'd love to hear. Cheers, and thanks for joining me.